All right, what's going on? Excuse me. Excuse me. So what's going on, everybody? It's been a little bit since I made my last video, so I figured I'd make one real quick. Not my usual setup, because man, I kind of wanted to do a car video. Honestly, I just wanted to, the calming effects of driving on the road to maybe help set the mood for this video, because I'm sure us all of us Giants fans can use a mood booster right now after what we had to witness this past Sunday. Just absolute. And full disclosure, I go to church twice a day on Sunday. So if the game ends up at the 4 o'clock slot, I usually end up missing the whole second half. So keep in mind, the only thing I knew was the first half, and we were blowing them out. We were skunking them. And so I'm like, well, I'm not, I don't think this is going to continue. So I knew, as an experienced Giants fan, I knew this wasn't going to continue. But we probably have a shot. I mean, we're already up this much. Like, even if we giant, there's no way we could possibly lose this game. As long as we run the ball, clock management, don't turn it over, and the defense plays well. Unfortunately, all four of those things did not occur. The opposite did. I come back, and I get the news that the Broncos win 33-32 after being down literally 33 points in the fourth quarter. It's just, man. These are the kind of things. These are the kind of things that only a Giants fan would understand. It's not just losing. It's not just being bad. It's how you lose. It's how you lose that just literally drives us up a wall. Because it's just stuff that just should not happen in any regular NFL game. No regular NFL team makes the mistakes that we make as much and as consistently as we did. I mean, it took a miracle to lose that game, but somehow, some way, the Giants found a way. You have to understand, I was so angry, as I'm sure we all were, that I just couldn't make a video. And honestly, I couldn't bring myself to make a video. It was like, initially, I wasn't that mad. I was like, of course they blow this game. But I didn't know how. So, but once I heard the reports and once I heard the reactions from all the Giants content creators that most of us know about, then I got really angry and really depressed. And I just said, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do another emotionally charged, angry rant video where I look like an idiot and I scream about stuff that I really have no control over. I'm still mad. I'm still pissed. But I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. The Giants leave me speechless every week. Last week they left me speechless because they surprised the entire world and defeated the defending Super Bowl champions. It looked like they were on the brink of collapse. And I guess we'll have to really find out next week, and I have a feeling it won't go the same. But then the next week they leave me speechless in that we lose a game in the most Giants way possible. And it just... Jude McIntyre or McEnemy, however you pronounce your name. I'm not going to pile on you. I know by this point he's already been cut from the team. I'm not going to pile on you, brother. I'm not. I hope you get another shot one day. You should have never been in that position. I don't know how you beat out Young Wei Koo in a camp battle. I don't even know how that's possible. Because we've seen Young Wei Koo. Granted, he's had, a couple bad seasons. He's never missed an extra point. So we've seen Young Wei Koo. I don't quite understand how McAnatomy, beat him. Or Jude. I'll just say Jude because I can't pronounce his last name. I don't know how Jude beat him. Maybe that just means that we literally wasted money on Young Wei Koo. If Young Wei Koo's truly that bad, that he'll never see the field even though we signed him, that's another indictment on Joe Shane, unfortunately. But anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna pile on Jude, okay? Jude should have made his extra points, and if he does, we probably win the game, no doubt about it. But to act like Jude was the main reason we lost is just you're not a true blue football fan. You're a casual if you think it's purely the kicker's fault. No. Any competent NFL defense does not give up 33 points in one quarter. Any competent NFL offense knows that when you're up by that much, the two most important things are ball control and clock management. You control the ball by taking as much time off the clock and getting first down after first down. And in the event that things don't go well, instead of throwing a pick, Jackson Dart, you take the sack. Take the sack, run time off the clock, because every second counts. But sometimes these players, I just don't think they understand how important a couple seconds is. Just a couple seconds would have been the difference in this game. They would have not have had time to line up for the field goal if we had taken just 2 seconds off the clock at any other point. And that's mainly not, Jackson Dart made a mistake, but there's no doubt he's our quarterback of the future. So, hopefully he cleans that crap up. It's mainly on Brian Dable for being too greedy, wanting to play with this toy too much. Toy's kind of a weird way to describe the quarterback, but you know how kids like playing with their new toys. Oh, shiny toy, It's just like, bro, just manage the clock. You don't have to throw the ball, just run the ball. Even if you don't get the first down, you take time off the clock, it's fine. But oh well. That's the offense's fault. To be honest, the fact that we're actually scoring as many points as we are is great. It's a fantastic. It has to result in wins. Otherwise, it won't really matter, unfortunately. We would have killed to have a 30-point game for many years as a Giants team. We would have killed to have just 30 points because usually our defense was keeping them under. But now, for some reason, the defense, now we knew our secondary was bad, but the front seven, front eight, like we knew that these guys had the potential to do things that would hopefully mirror that of the old NASCAR, Strahan, Yumi, but maybe that's just too much of a pipe dream, because it's just the defense just constantly finds ways to screw things up. Before we get to the coach, Andrew Phillips, one of my favorite players on the defense. My brother, you need to learn how to cover. Hopefully we get a new defense that doesn't expose your weakness every single drive. But at some point, you are, even if you're a slot, you are a corner. You have to know how to cover. You have to be able to stay on your man. If you can't do that, they're going to keep passing on you every single third down. I believe he can do it, but we have to see it. Deonte Banks, don't get me started with him. Don't get me started with Deonte Banks. I've been done with him since last season. Nothing against the kid or the man personally, but I just don't believe you could play football at the NFL level. At least not in Shane Bowen's defense. Maybe somewhere else. Maybe if we take it to another team, you'll do like the other players and just become a Pro Bowler overnight. But right now, for this team, you simply can't play. I never want to see you on the field again, and I'm dead serious. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm sorry that offends your friends or your family or your teammates. Deonte Banks, please do not touch the football field ever again, okay? At least not for the Giants. It's done. It's over. Unfortunately, guys, Deonte Banks was another bust by Joe Schoen. It is what it is. What else can I say? But no, he wasn't. It wasn't just him, or it wasn't just Phillips on why this defense failed. The entire defense has to be held accountable. Cave on that touchdown run from Bo Dallas. Not Bo Dallas. Getting wrestling mixed up. From Bo Nix. Keep contained. But I get it. It's fourth quarter. It's mile high. You guys are all gassed as crap. I'm sure I cannot, even on my best day, even if I worked out for months, I'm sure I could not do half the crap that you young men are doing right now. I understand that. I get that. In no way, shape, or form am I, if I was in your shoes, I'd do this. I'm just saying, as an NFL player, you should know to keep contained on quarterbacks that like to run. I'm sure you guys, hopefully, from our beloved defensive coordinator, knew that Bo Nix was a threat to run at times. Didn't keep contained, ran right past you, touchdown. It's a collective collapse from the entire defense, all the way from the line, all the way to the back end. We could point out specific players, but it's an entire defensive breakdown and collapse of epic proportions. Shane Bowen. Shane Bowen! Why? Oh, why? Oh, man. I just don't understand, man. Okay, our defense was overrated. If that's the case, okay. But I'm sorry. We can't. You know what sucks? Because of the Wink situation, it's going to look bad if Bowen ends up getting fired before Dable or Shane does again. It's going to look bad. But these are two different situations. Wink was unfortunately just someone who could not get along with Dable, or the other way around. And we wish we still had him. But he's off doing his thing on Michigan. Shane Bowen is simply just not a good defensive coordinator. It was a bad hire. Yet another mistake by this regime. And hopefully we correct it at some point. I don't know if they'll fire the guy during the season. But I'll be surprised he makes it to past this season. There's just no way. There's just no way. The Cowboys game, the Broncos game, I know, dropping 8, rushing 3. And I get it. On other teams, this would probably work because you have 8 people in coverage. So how could they possibly complete a pass? Because, again, Andrew Phillips, one of the worst covers on our team. Deonte Banks, one of the worst covers on our team. Our defense's biggest weakness is pass coverage. And that's what you choose to emphasize on those crucial last-minute plays. When our strength is rushing the passer, getting pressure, forcing the quarterback to throw when he's not ready, and throwing the timing off, which helps the back end. In those situations, put your 4 best rushers on the field and hunt. But no, drop 8, rush 3. 2 of our star players probably even are on the field. It's just, you're thinking too hard. Or you're just stubborn, or you're just, I'm not going to curse, or you're just a jerk. One of the 3. Because fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on the entire fan base for expecting you to be able to turn this thing around after the Eagles game. I just can't believe how bad we all played in one quarter of football. But it is what it is. I'm off of it now. I'm sure most of us are wanting to forget it. Next week we have the Eagles coming off a win against the Vikings. And we're at their home turf now. I could be a very, very negative, woe is me, dreading the day type fan. I'm not going to do this time. I think this team has earned me to actually give them a chance to win. Even if we do get blown out, I'm going to try not to hate myself for believing in this team. We've beaten the Eagles this season, so obviously we can beat them again. But it just depends on what you guys are willing to do. Are you going to come focused? Are you going to come ready to clean up the mistakes, to do better than you did last game, to not collapse? It's up to y'all. I believe in you, even if I don't want to admit it deep down. I believe in you. But, at some point, you just have to prove it to us, to show us. Let us believe that you are who I know you gentlemen believe you can be, which is a good, competent football team. So I'll tell you what, if things don't turn around, no matter how good Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo and everyone else, the offensive line, at times the defensive line, no matter how good anyone else looks, it's year 4 of a regime. The kicking issues are still there. Personnel issues are still there. No wide receivers to speak of. No cornerbacks to speak of with the injuries to the Debo and possibly Holland. At some point, we've seen too many teams turn things around in just a couple years. 3 years, even 1 year sometimes. And we're on year 4. I don't want to hear the excuse of it takes time. I'm sorry. I don't know another team that's taken 5 years to build their team. It could be done, but you constantly make wrong decisions, Joe Shane. You constantly make bad coaching decisions, Brian Dable. At some point, we're going to be done waiting. It's just, enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. You can't have... I'm dealing with this enough with my Florida State Seminoles, man. Although in their case, they're just straight up losing. At least we win in between, but we lose. We win games that no one expects us to win. Chargers, Eagles, and then we lose games that on paper we should win, even at our worst. Saints. Oh, man. You really had a chance. If you beat the Broncos, on paper, the number 1 defense, you understand how amazing that was to beat the number 1 defense with a rookie quarterback at their home turf? The elevation, the hometown event, one of the strongest home crowds and hometown advantages in the entire NFL, to beat that team. You realize that what that would have done for the fan base, for this team, for everyone. Poor John Mayer trying to beat cancer. It's just disgusting. I'm going to stop talking about this before I get angry. I don't want to get angry. I think I made my point known. I think all of us made our points known. We're on to the Eagles now. Let's see what happens. I'll be back after that game with hopefully some positivity, but we'll see. Thank you for your time. God bless you. I hope your day and your week is going great. Hope it continues to go great. And see you next time.